Go ahead, Boone.
Oh, hey, it's my turn for a question.
Silence.
I thought, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Doc, I just want to ask you your confidence level for Sunday with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored, 2.5-point favorites, and it is on the road. Obviously, the Chiefs coming off a loss. How are you feeling about Sunday?
Yeah, man, that's the thing, man, because, us podcasters, we can get way overconfident. My mind just tells you, take the points. It's free money. I think that.
Well, Doc, I think Lukas brought up today he hates that the Chiefs lost. Does do you have that same mentality, or where are you at with that?
Yeah. I understand there's going to be more of a desperation. Look, talent for talent. They both played their best. The Lions win. Now, do we get some of the chicanery and a lot of holding calls against Amik and Rock? Do we get a lot of this bogus, what we tend to see for the Chiefs, and the calls not go their way? I can see weirdness happening Sunday night. Officials suck, and they always tend to suck, and those kind of things. But talent for talent, you've beaten them before. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the same caliber of weapons. I do think Kelsey will play a factor. I'm curious, Pacheco and their offensive weapons. How many carries does Hunt and Pacheco get? But the Lions have shown they can stop the run. So to me, until I see warts that would indicate they're going to lose, dude, Jared Goff is on the verge. Again, you can fact check me here, but I believe because the Lions send out so many PR nuggets that if he gets 70% completion percentage on the road again, it's an NFL record. Like, come on, dude. 70, like his numbers are just ridiculously amazing. His accuracy is great. Dude, literally, Jahmyr Gibbs can take this game over whenever he feels like it. So to me, I don't care. Listen, the words expressed by the DOC are just for entertainment purposes. Take all of your money and put it on the Detroit Lions +2 from the DOC. And Arturo can take his $5 in his bank account and try to get it to 10, baby.
Well, Doc, what are some players you're maybe looking at to bounce back? I know one player, Jameson Williams, and Scotty Montgomery was complimenting him, praising him. Do you think this would be a game that JMO could get back, or who are some players on offense or defense that you think people should keep an eye on this week against the Chiefs to make a big impact?
Yeah, I humbly take credit for Jameson Williams struggling because he's on my fantasy team. And I'm 3-2 in one league and 1 and
hey, after you beat me in our league, Doc, I'm clawing back. Now.
I'm in 3 leagues. I'm undefeated in 1, which I'm very proud of and putting a lot of work in. I'm loving this league with you guys at 3-2, and I'm in another league with my nephew, and I'm getting bludgeoned because I also drafted Joe Burrow, and he's out for the year. So it doesn't really count, but I had fun with it, and I just have to suffer the abuse of all the 10 people going, and if you think the chat's mean, every week we got like 10-year-olds working with their dads texting me, you work for Sports Illustrated and you're the dumbest MFer on this league? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, guys, Joe Burrow got hurt. It doesn't count. It does not count. Joe Burrow got hurt. But I'm having a good time with it. Jameson Williams will rebound. I think this one could be the game. The connection's been a little brutal, but listen, man, there's so many mouths to feed. It's amazing to think that, because I feel like, if you ask me and I'm in JMO's spot, eventually my ego would get in the way. I'd be like, man, I need the ball. Like, I need the ball in a little bit different ways than you just give me an end around and you never throw to me. But here's the problem. JMO has earned this because he's so good. He's getting the coverages. He's getting the attention. Nobody wants to have what happened to Amik Robertson happen to them on their watch. That's a big no-no. So JMO's getting covered. But which I did say on the post-game recap, which you can also listen to on Detroit Lions on SI's YouTube channel, I said, the reason why Amon-Ra's open, the reason why Sam Laporta has lanes, the reason why Jahmyr Gibbs has opportunities is because JMO's out there. So he has value. He's not lighting up the stat sheet. I think he can, but Dan Campbell has always said it. And John Morton has always said it. There's going to be just some games where you're tasked with just being the decoy. Go out and block, be a guy. And I think truly what's amazing is you paid him his money. And I think what that kind of does for him, it kind of allows him to relax. He's got his opportunity and he knows, like, he doesn't have to be the number one guy. He literally doesn't. He doesn't even have to be the third guy. You got Amon-Ra, Laporta, Gibbs, and Montgomery, and then J-Mo. That's how awesome this is you got a thoroughbred in Jameson Williams, and he can't get the ball. It's crazy to think about, but I'm expecting that, naturally speaking, there should be some plays dialed up for this dude to take advantage of the Chiefs secondary.
I've interrupted the video to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper and the new promotion they have going on. A brand new promotion is now live on Sleeper that could be paired with the 100% deposit match promotion that's already been going on. It's a free $20, no deposit required, plus first-time users will also receive 100% deposit match up to $100. Use the code CT Sports. You guys should already be using Sleeper. It's one of the fastest organically growing fantasy platforms in the entire world with millions and millions of active users. They are crushing it. And if your state allows it, you should be using Sleeper Picks. It's a real money product that connects friends over picks. You just choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame live or across different sports. Pick more or less than the predicted stats. And on Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000x payouts. Share with your friends. Get rewarded together. Don't forget, code CT Sports. Get a $100 deposit up to $100, and you got your free $20 entry. Sleeper is taking care of their customers. Always remember, gamble responsibly. Now let's get back to the video.
Doc, can I ask you one of the narratives, and I kind of actually love the fact now it's week 5, or we're done with week 5, and we're actually able to revisit a lot of the conversations that we've had in the preseason or off season. One of the things we talked about a lot was Jack Campbell, and I brought up this last week that it felt like he's having an all-pro caliber season right now when you look at other linebackers throughout the NFL. Do you still get that? Do you get that same feeling as I do, Doc? And do you think he's going to keep getting better and have his first all-pro season as a linebacker here in the NFL?
Man, that's tough, man. That's real tough, right? Because that's kind of a situation in which are the other league evaluators going to be looking at Jack Campbell? I think they're looking at Derek Barnes. They're looking at Jack Campbell, but I don't know if he's going to get the national love because he's not like a me first kind of talker, but he's having the productivity that you would like, right? PFF grades are steadily doing its thing. He's ranked up there as amongst the best linebackers. It's just, you're seeing the growth too. That's what's awesome is that when you guys asked me in training camp, why do you like the Lions to have 10 or 11 wins? I just said, if you get growth from Gibbs, St. Brown, J-Mo, Laporta, Campbell, if you get growth from these guys, this football team is going to be amazing. And that's what's happening. You're getting growth from everybody. It has been great to see. And then you're mixing in a Tyleik Williams and Isaac Tesla and a Tate Ratledge. It's been really, in regards to how you would dream it up, outside of maybe the Marcus Davenport injury, it's been a dream start to the season for the Detroit Lions. And maybe even that terrible week 1 performance was an eye-opener that, whoa, if we're not on point, we're going to get our ass kicked. And sometimes you need that eye-opener right away. And that might end up being the saving grace, where that terrible week 1 performance that got everybody riled up, that got Doc asking all the weird questions, and everybody nationally going, whoa, wait a minute, might have been the best thing that ever happened to this team because they had the laser focus that, whoa, we're talented. That's not the standard. And I love hearing that. I love hearing Manu, even though he played okay, come out and say, that's not the standard to give up 2 sacks. And I love it. And I love that Amon-Ra says, hey, we got a good offense. He goes on his podcast, which you should listen to every single week. And he's like, man, it wasn't good enough. We weren't good enough on 3rd down. We weren't good enough in these areas. I love to hear that because that is what I've read in all these other coaching books that Bill Parcells preached to his, what Jimmy Johnson preached. It's right there in front of me. And being that I know it, it's just amazing to see Dan Campbell preach it. The players spit it back out to the media, and we can see it out on the field. It's literally amazing because I've read the Bill Parcells book. I've read the Bill Belichick bio. I've read what Jimmy Johnson brought in. And Dan Campbell used the word. He used the word swagger in the last couple of weeks. I was like, oh my God, Dan Campbell used the word swagger. He literally is using all the knowledge that he's learned from everybody that he's been around to give it to the Detroit Lions. And we're seeing it, man. It's a 4-1 football team. And listen, when do we get to see in consecutive games curb stomps? I love it, man. We're not just winning. We're destroying teams. Now, the only wart that you really had, which I can't wait to hear how Kelvin Shepard talks about it, that fourth quarter, you kind of took your foot off the gas a little bit, and you messed around a little bit with the Bengals, and I know for sure they got yelled at for it.
Hey, Doc, before we get to some Tigers talk here, what's your final score prediction? How do you see the game going, and who do you think ultimately wins it? What's the score you got?
Yeah, I think it's the 37-34, back and forth kind of game. Lions hold on. Let's say, so if it's 37-34, it'll be 37-27 with like 6 minutes left, and Mahomes will work some magic and dink and dunk. We'll keep seeing Taylor Swift over and over and over and over again. And in the end, the Lions hold on. They run the football well, and they close it out. And we get to see the sad, very sad Taylor Swift, and very sad Patrick Mahomes, and very sad Andy Reid as the Lions go to 5-1. What am I? In my predictions, in the last 2 years, I am 19-3. So book it, baby. The Lions are winning.
Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested, or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.